And if you should miss my love one of these old cold days, if you miss the arms that used to hold me so close, or the lips that used to touch yours so tender, just remember what I told you the day I set you free.
This is my mother, Jeanette. She's funny, she's spontaneous, she's straightforward, and she is nothing if not herself, 100% of the time, all the time. But in order to understand her, we have to look back. We have to look at her grandmother, Etta Creighton, and her mother, Shirley Ann Creighton.
My grandmother, Etta Creighton, Etta Glendora Creighton, she dispelled any nonsense, anything that was miseducating, especially women. A whole lot of foolishness that was taught about men, what men do, what women do, what men supposed to do, what women supposed to do, men not supposed to cry, and all that nonsense. She was quick to educate.
So education was very important for Shirley, my mom, because she got married at 15. Her father and her mother tried to tell her, no, finish your education, do this. And as she went along, and she loved her kids, she took care of kids, but she knew she struggled, and she did not want us to struggle. I remember asking her, why do we have so many kids? Why do you allow so many children in your house? And she said to me, because I want to know where my children are. So everybody in the neighborhood hung out at Shirley Pinckney's house, Miss Pinckney's house, because she knew where her children were. Yeah, I see parallel between Shirley and Jeanette. Shirley was the type that would gather you in, and that's one strong thing I see about Jeanette today. My sister was the type that she had 7 children. But she always usually had somebody else at that table. Somebody whose mother didn't get home yet, or somebody who was hanging around. And she got that from my mother. My mother was that type. If you didn't have something to eat or whatever, she would try to stretch what she had. And of course, she had 6 kids of her own, and mother and father. So it was always a strain or difficult, but you wouldn't know it because my mother would just. If she knew there was going to be more in it, somehow she would just stretch that food out, and everybody had something to eat. And Shirley was that way, and Jeanette is that way. She is an extremely generous and kind person. If she see you in need and she got it, you got it. That's why I always said that her mother gave her Angel as a middle name. She really. Took over that name and plays that part well. She's an angel to a lot of people.